Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Teddi Mellencamp gives grim survival rate update. Reality star Teddi Mellencamp has made headlines over the past few months, sharing her ongoing health journey with fans following a skin cancer diagnosis a few years prior. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star notably recently spoke about her story with a news outlet. During the conversation, she also explained a devastating health update she received from her medical team. Teddi is known for being the daughter of musician John Mellencamp. However, she's also known for appearing in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills from 2017 to 2020. She and Tamra Judge are also known for hosting the Two T's in a Pod podcast. Over the past few years, Teddi has also notably shared various health updates with fans, notably being diagnosed with a form of skin cancer, melanoma, back in 2022. By 2025, the cancer had notably progressed to stage 4. In addition, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star was also recently hospitalized for brain tumors. On April 10, Mellencamp recently spoke with ABC's Nightline. During this time, she shared a health update with fans concerning her recent cancer battle. On the show, it was noted that Teddi's had many rounds of immunotherapy and also many rounds of radiation. As she shared, Teddi noted how she often asks her medical team about her chances of survival. As she noted, "It's one of my favorite things to ask. How long I got? Or, what are my chances?" And they oftentimes say, 50-50ths. Teddi shared that she had a stunned reaction to first hearing such news. As she mused, 50-50ths? I wouldn't buy a car that's only going to drive 50% of the time. However, Teddi noted there's a reason she's given the 50-50s number, as the immunotherapy treatments have only been around for a few years. The star admitted that knowing this helps her to keep a positive outlook over the situation. However, treatments don't necessarily make things easy for the reality star, as they can still take a toll on her body. As she shared, "The hardest thing for me is I've always been a super active person. I cannot do the things I was used to doing." The situation has taught the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star not to take anything for granted, as well as develop goals for herself and her family. In addition, she admitted to the importance of looking forward. As Teddi noted, "I'm here, and that makes me feel good. These are special times that we get to do any of this." Have you been following this story? Did you see Teddi Mellencamp during her recent appearance on Nightline? Make sure you come back to TV shows Ace for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news. The sun streamed into the room, golden and indifferent, casting warm light across Teddi Mellencamp's face as she leaned forward on the couch, hands clasped tightly in front of her. Her voice was calm, steady, even, but her eyes told a deeper story. There was a glimmer of something behind them, not fear, exactly, but the weight of hard truths, the kind that can't be wrapped in platitudes or brushed aside with hope. 1 in 5, she said softly. That's the survival rate they gave me. It was a sentence that should have shattered the air like glass. But she delivered it plainly, like she had repeated it to herself so many times that it had dulled to a kind of haunting rhythm. A mantra. A warning. A reminder. This wasn't the first time Teddi Mellencamp had sat in front of a camera and opened her life to the world. As a former star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she'd navigated drama, friendship, and fame in equal measure, her honesty and resilience carving a distinct place in the hearts of fans. But reality TV never prepared her for the reality of cancer, a foe with no script, no second takes, and no guarantees. Diagnosed in 2022 with stage I melanoma, Teddi had been transparent with her followers every step of the way. Through social media posts, hospital visits, and heartfelt video diaries, she brought her audience along on a journey no one wants to take. And now, years later, the news was darker. The cancer had returned. Not just in one place, but multiple. The fight had changed. "I'm in what they call high-risk territory," she said, tucking a strand of blonde hair behind her ear. And when they say high risk, they mean it. Doctors gave her a 20% survival rate over the next 5 years, a statistic as brutal as it was impersonal. But Teddi didn't share it for sympathy or shock value. She shared it, as she always has, because silence has never been her language. Vulnerability, even in its most raw and aching form, has become her compass. "Numbers don't define me," she said. "They never have. But I think it's important for people to understand that early detection matters." For Teddi, that time has taken on new meaning. She speaks of mornings like treasures, of laughs with her children as sacred, of ordinary moments elevated by the knowledge that nothing is guaranteed. Her youngest daughter recently drew her a picture, stick figures and all, captioned with "Mommy is brave." Teddi keeps it on the fridge, where she sees it every day. "It's not just about fighting for me anymore," she said. "It's about showing my kids what strength looks like, even when you're scared, even when the odds aren't in your favor." Behind her is a wall of framed photos, memories from better days. There's her husband, Edwin, beaming in the sun. Her children playing in the yard. Teddi at a speaking event, mid-laugh, caught in a moment of unguarded joy. The images are anchors, reminders of what's worth fighting for. But make no mistake, the fight is relentless. The treatment plan is grueling, immunotherapy mixed with radiation, punctuated by regular scans that feel like judgment days. There are side effects, fatigue, nausea, moments of overwhelming fear. And yet, through it all, Teddi maintains a kind of warrior's grace, embracing her role not just as a patient, but as an advocate. "There are so many people walking around with undiagnosed skin cancer," she explained. "I was one of them. I ignored a little mole for too long. Now I'm hoping my story can be a wake-up call for others." Her honesty has sparked a movement. Since going public, thousands have reached out with their own stories, of biopsies scheduled, of lesions discovered, of lives potentially saved because of her courage to speak out. For Teddi, that impact is a salve, a purpose born from pain. "I may not control the outcome," she said, "but I can control the message. I can be the voice I wish I had heard sooner." It's a message echoed by those closest to her. Friends, family, even former castmates have rallied behind her, offering prayers, care packages, and constant reminders that she is not alone. Still, in the quiet hours, the ones without hashtags or headlines, the solitude sets in. Because no matter how many people stand with you, illness is a uniquely personal battle. "I've had nights where I just cry," she admitted. "Not because I've given up, but because I'm grieving the life I thought I'd have. The plans. The milestones." And yet, through the sorrow, she finds reasons to smile. Her children's laughter. A sunrise on a Tuesday. The sound of Edwin's voice reading stories aloud after dinner. These are the things that hold her. "I don't want people to feel sorry for me," she said. "I want them to live better because of me." It's a bold legacy to carry, but if anyone can, it's Teddi. In a world that often favors polished perfection, she's chosen raw truth. In an industry built on surface, she's gone deep. And as she faces a future uncertain, she does so with more grace and grit than most could summon in a lifetime. "I'm not done fighting," she said, her voice steady now. "And I'm not done living." The golden light continued to dance around her as she stood up, her silhouette sharp against the California skyline. Behind her, the sun was beginning to set, casting the room in a warm, defiant glow. Teddi Mellencamp may be facing grim odds. But if her story proves anything, it's that statistics don't define survivors, spirit does. And hers. Unbreakable.